Hey, this is Marcus Washington, MTC Media. Look, Notre Dame's loss yesterday to Northern Illinois sent out a message that's a little bit disturbing in a way with Marcus Freeman in the program, which is the program still is not mature enough to have the success that they had at Texas A&M and follow it up in their home opener against Northern Illinois. We've seen this before. We saw it with Marshall, a home loss to Marshall, a bad loss at Louisville last year, and those type of losses that you would think in year three that the program itself will be mature enough to be able to handle those type situations. And right now it isn't. And Marcus Freeman at yesterday's post game press conference, it almost sounded like Derek Carr when he was with the Raiders. Derek Carr, every time the Raiders would lose, it starts with me. I'm the guy to blame. I'm going to own this. I'm going to get back in the building. We're going to find out what's wrong. I got to be a better leader. Yada, 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 yada. And that's the way Marcus Freeman is starting to sound after all these losses. Oh, we're going to take a look back. We're going to look at how our preparation is. We're going to look at what the coaching staff did. Da, 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 da. And when simple, you just can't lose these type of games. When you're at Notre Dame or any other of a prestigious football program, you can't lose the game. And Notre Dame isn't Alabama. Notre Dame isn't Clemson. Notre Dame isn't Auburn. They're not going to die. The alumni of Notre Dame, it's not going to die because they lost to Northern Illinois yesterday. If this happened at Alabama, Lord knows what Sunday morning would look like. But at Notre Dame, that's not the way it's going to be, right? If it goes 10-2, people are going to bring that loss up and say, that Northern Illinois loss, especially if they don't make the playoffs. But nobody is going to be like, oh my gosh, what's happening to the university? With that being said, it's just one of those things where you expect more out of Freeman, who is a master recruiter, who by all accounts is a player's coach that the players absolutely positively love and adore. You just don't expect losses in year three like this. And it just shows that the culture where the program is now is not mature enough to handle success and adversity the way that people thought that it would be able to handle it under Freeman. It was handled under Brian Kelly. As rough of a start as Brian Kelly got off to. And he got off to a rough start, let's be honest. A red face, purple face on the sideline, he got off to a rough start, but he quickly got that culture where those things didn't happen anymore. And Freeman needs to quickly get Notre Dame where stuff like that doesn't happen anymore. And it doesn't start with press conferences with it's on me and we have to. It just simply starts with don't lose those games. It's Marcus Washington, MTC Media.